All right, in this section here, we're going to find the area of the shaded polygon. Okay, and what we're going to have to do is find the area of each part and then just add them together. Number 22, here we have a rectangle. Okay, if this side right here is 17 feet, then this side right here is also going to be 17 feet because opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. The area for the rectangle is just going to be base times height, or you can say length times width. And the area for the triangle is just going to be 1/2 base times height. Okay, this is your height right here. This is your base right here. They make a right angle with each other. So you find the rectangle, the triangle, you add them together, and that will be the area of the shaded region, the whole thing. Number 23, this is actually a trapezoid, but we didn't learn the formula for the trapezoid yet. Okay, see, we have one pair of parallel sides, and these sides are not parallel. Anyhow, don't worry about that for now. We see in the middle here, we have opposite sides parallel. So this is a parallelogram. All right, and we know that the area for a parallelogram is just base times height. Okay, the base is either pair of parallel sides. If this one's 18, this one's 18. And clearly this right here, the 13 centimeters, is your height. How do I know that? Because it's perpendicular to this right here. This is going to be your base. All right, so do the parallelogram. And this height of 13 is also going to be the height of that triangle right there. Okay, so that height is going to be 13 inside the triangle. This triangle on the end, same thing. That height right there, and it makes a right angle. That height is also going to be 13. So you do the parallelogram, and for the triangles on the end, we said before it's 1/2 base times height. This triangle here, same thing, 1/2 base times height. Okay, so that's the height, and this right here is going to be your base. That's the height, and this right here is going to be your base. You find all three, you add them up, and that is the area of the whole thing. Number 24, almost the same thing. We have a parallelogram right here. Okay, we can see these opposite sides are parallel. This base, this side is the base of the parallelogram. And what's the height that's perpendicular? Right here. This is going to be the height. So for the parallelogram, it's just base times height. And how about this triangle on the end? Well, this is the base right here. If this whole thing is 16, this side is 11, this side is 11, and this right here, that base is just going to be 16 minus 11. Okay, and the height is 10 meters. So if you drew in the height right here, all right, that height is just 10 meters, just like it is on the other side. So that's the height of the triangle. Use 1/2 base times height and base times height for the parallelogram. Number 25, you have a rectangle right here. If this is 25, this one right here is also going to be 25. Okay, you need to solve for this side length right here. And since you have a right triangle, you're going to use the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, you solve for this side right here. Once you do that, the area of the rectangle is just base times height. And the area of the triangle is going to be 1/2 base times height. All right, the base and the height always make right angles with each other. So you can make this one the base, and you can make this one the height. Or vice versa, it doesn't matter. But you need this side length right here. You find the triangle, find the area of the rectangle, add them together. Number 26, we have a parallelogram in the middle. See, the opposite sides are parallel. Remember, opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. So if this is 26, this one right here is also going to be 26. And I guess you can fill in the side up top. If this is 40, then this is 40. All right, but it doesn't really matter. This one right here is 40. But again, this is a trapezoid. We haven't learned the area formula yet, so we'll just do the composite method. Okay, we have a right triangle right here. We have two side lengths. You need this side right here. Okay, and that is going to be your height h. You want to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, find the length h and then do 1/2 base times height. Whatever you get for h is also going to be the height of this triangle right here. That's going to be your height h. It's also going to be the height of your parallelogram. Makes a right angle with the base. That's going to be your h. Okay, so once you find this h, you got the height of the parallelogram. You got the height of that triangle as well. All right, so the one on the end, 1/2 base times height. The parallelogram, base times height. And this one on the end, 1/2 base times height. Okay, you find this triangle, the parallelogram, and this triangle. Add up all three. And that will be your answer for 26. Finally, number 27 looks like a square. All the sides are congruent. So if this side is 8 inches, this side right here is also going to be 8 inches. And I'm thinking, since we want the shaded area in blue, we find the area of the square and we subtract the unshaded area right here. All right. So if this distance is, each side is 8 inches. All right. So from here to here, top to bottom, that's 8 inches. And if this is 5, then from here to here is going to be 3 inches. All right, because 3 plus 5 is 8. So inside this triangle, this height right here is going to be a 3. All right, and that is perpendicular to the base. So you want to find the area of the square. And then you subtract the area of the triangle. All right, so we know the area of a square is just side times side, or s squared. And we know the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. All right, so that's what you're going to be doing there. The sides of the square are easy. We can see each side is 8. All right, and the base of the triangle is this right here. That's your base B, and the height of the triangle is this right here. That's your height H.